Hello, Fred Garr here. I want to welcome the members of the Secret Silver Stacking Society. Um, what I have in front of me is the Cashflow game, how to get out of the rat race. This is Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow game. I haven't played it yet with anybody and probably not going to for a while because of the pandemic. But I always wanted to look at this game and see what it was all about. It was actually on sale. It was, I think, about $85. Usually it runs about $150. Also, like Black Friday, I think it was $75. I think this is the newer version. So I think the old version had Cashflow 101 and Cashflow 102. But this is the new version. Maybe I'll figure out how to get the old version. I know I've seen it on sale on eBay. So yeah, just a little nice little pickup. Talk about buying assets and getting passive income from those assets. I like this idea of finding ways to have more passive income than earned income. I think it's a great idea to have it in a game form. Like I said, I've yet to play it with anybody. But I may do that with some family members and see how it goes. We'll see. Not much has changed really. Like I think I talked about a little bit. I'm going to slow down my purchases of silver for the year. I really want to save more money. Still waiting on my stimulus. I know a lot of people have already gotten their stimulus, so I hope I get mine. Let's see what else. There may be another stimulus coming, I guess, next month. The world hasn't stopped. The world hasn't ended, even though we have Joe Biden elected as our new president. So I think a lot of people have different opinions about that. A lot of people are either for him or against him, and I guess that goes with any president. But, we look at the divide between both parties. I don't know if we're going to be able to come together or not under his presidency. That has yet to be determined. I think a lot of these politicians have been for many years only caring about their own interest. A lot of these policies, 1.9 million, that's to pay everybody, to give everybody a $1,400 check in America. It's not going to cost 1.9 million. I remember somebody was telling me that only 180 billion, only 180 billion out of the 1.9 trillion, only 180 billion would be needed to give everybody a $2,000 check, every American citizen. So think about all the pork, think about all the additions, and I apologize if my figures were off. I said millions, I meant billions and trillion. So I just want people to get around the deception that's being put out there by media. Be open to both sides and determine the truth on your own. I think it's important to be independent thinkers at this point in time. I think it's important to stick to outlets that, won't just side with one party and go with whatever they say. They'll actually look at both parties and look at the problems on both parties and expose those problems and show the American people, hey, we need to make some changes in our politics. Because there was a time, and I know some people older than me may remember it, but there was a time when you got involved as a politician or any level of government, you were considered a public servant. And as a public servant, there were benefits, of course, but really you were for the constituents. Really you were for the people, the American citizens. And I think we've gotten away from that. And I always ask the question, how is it a president makes $100,000 or 400,000 or whatever, and they come out a millionaire? I can't remember the exact number that the president will make each year, but they come out with having millions of dollars, and I think it's because they do favors for certain people. They know where markets are going to go because it's kind of like insider trading almost, but they get away with it because it's legal. So this isn't about politics. This isn't to bash Republicans or Democrats. It's just this video is really to show that there's problems on both sides, and whoever's president, doesn't matter if they're a Republican or Democrat, we got to make our own decisions to educate ourselves financially to get to financial freedom so we can live the lives we want to live. And I talk about silver. Yes, silver is for emergency. Yes, silver is to combat inflation, but silver doesn't cash flow, as this game is cash flow. It doesn't cash flow. So I think no matter what will happen, we'll need assets that cash flow. And then silver will be a backstop to if our currency or our system collapses, we will have a means of barter, and I believe that's where silver comes in. So, I just want to share my opinions with you guys, share my thoughts with you guys, and I hope you find it helpful. This is a little bit different video. I know sometimes I show you guys books that might be helpful, or where I'm standing out on having foreign currency. But I just wanted to tell you that I think one of the important investments you can make is an investment in your education. And it could be simply as buying one book a month or a couple of books a month. Watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts on different subjects. People say there's basically 3 types of income. Robert Kiyosaki talks about it as well. Earned income, portfolio income, and passive income. And portfolio income can come from stocks. Passive income can come from real estate. Those are your 3 major sources of income. So, for me, I want to get into real estate. I'm slowly building up my savings. I'm slowly getting there. Hopefully in the next 5 years, I'll have a piece of property on my own. I try to collab with different people, and it hasn't worked out. I really wanted to do some collaborations, and unfortunately, hasn't worked. But I'm going to eventually probably do it on my own. That's what it's looking like right now. And I have money saved for that, and I'll add to that savings. And really, it's just about taking the time, being patient, and working towards my goal. I think there's a lot of different types of material out there to help people decide on what, like I talk about in my other videos, about having multiple streams of earned income first, like your job, then maybe a second job, or a business, a small business, one hopefully that doesn't take up too much of your time and you're paid very well. There's other passive income ideas out there, passive earned income ideas. It's not totally passive, but they say passive because it requires little amount of work. Skilled trades out there. You can get certificates. You don't have to go back to college to get a long-term degree. You could just go and get a certificate. I personally have a certificate. I know people that have gone to truck driving school, and they've made a lot of money becoming truck drivers, getting their CDL license. So that's a skilled trade. So, and then after that, you'll have more, what Robert Kiyosaki would call somewhat more excessive cash. I know he talks about by having a big business, using a big business to have excessive cash, but the more money you're able to invest, whether it be in the stock market, which I really don't do too much of, or real estate, you you got to have a lot of earned income to put into it, to channel that income into an asset that's going to pay you back. I recommend doing things on the cheap. And what does that mean by doing things on the cheap? I say do things on the cheap where make it affordable. Don't throw all your eggs in one basket, in a sense where you saved up $100,000. Now you're going to go out and buy a $100,000 property. There are $50,000 properties out there. You could easily say, well, let me test the waters, do some research, study, read books on real estate, and then put my money into a smaller property and see how it does, and learn and network. Network is so important. Networking with people, coming together with people, working on different ideas and different things that you can do. I try to network. I try to come together with people, and I try to give back. The people I network with, I try to give them books, give them insight, share with them different resources. I want to be of value to them. I want to be of value to you. So I know I didn't really go into what this video is. I apologize. And if you made it this far, I appreciate it. But my whole point is to let you all know that cash flow is important, and having multiple streams of income is important as well. And that can give you the freedom, once you have income that's derived from assets where you don't have to put in the work all the time, you can live the life you want to live. And that's my goal, and I'm sharing my journey with you all here. So it's Fred Gar here. And of course, I'm not saying silver is bad, silver is good, but I definitely believe in having more investments besides just silver. Okay, it's Fred Gar here signing off. As Silver 5150 says, 15 ounces to your name puts you 99% ahead of the game. And as I say, 15 ounces to your name makes you a member of the secret Silver Stacking Society. And also, as Silver Joker says, let's keep the silver train rolling. If you're not watching the Silver Spot, I don't know what you're doing, but after you watch this video, check out some of their videos if you haven't seen them already. And that's the Silver Spot. Okay, everybody, and also Silver Conundrum. Check him out. He's wonderful. He's doing a lot of good things over there, too. Okay, Fred Gar signing off. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.